Well, hello, Stampers. It's the Pampered Stamper, and it's Tuesday, the 25th of January. And this is the last week for the Penguin Playmates parcels in the post. So, for the whole month of January, every Tuesday, I've been making cards featuring the Penguin Playmates parcels in the post, which is a collection of paper, cardstock, ribbon, gems, and snowflakes that I've put together. There are a few left if you want to still order one, and then you can make all the cards that I have made this month. They are in my Parcels in the Post playlist. And today's card, the last one, is a bay window fold card. Now, it's going to be different than the ones I'm going to show you. And I want to start with a bit of a mystery. So take a look at this. Okay, see this penguin and see this. I thought, now what on earth is that? It almost looks like a puffin, you know those birds? But I didn't even notice. This is the penguin punch. And you see the one side, this big side, is the penguin. And then this is the inside of him. So I'm guessing that you could just pop it up. So we'll try that and see what it looks like. But I thought, wow, yeah, I hadn't really realized that. So this is how it works. This is the paper. And you turn your punch upside down and slide it over. And once you've got it about where you want it to go, then you clamp down. I'm still not happy. That's good enough. See? And there. So now we have our penguin. And then, see, the penguin's cut off on this piece, but the inside isn't. So you slide in again. And here's that inside piece. That looks kind of weird. But I'm hoping that when I put him together at the end of the card, that he looks kind of cool. It's the only thing I can think of that inner piece is for. So we're going to have a look at that later. Okay. So here is a bay window fold card. So it opens up like this. And then that's the inside. And it really focuses the pretty paper. And that just tucks in. And it's called a bay window because when you look at it from the top, that's got the shape of a bay window. So it's pretty cool. You can make it differently, which I did. I cut openings in my bays, and then I came up with this. And I cut the creatures out. See, that looks really cute too. So let's see what we end up making today. Okay. All right, so we're going to start with, well, I should maybe show you the parcels in the post first. So this is basically what it looks like. It's a whole collection of products, coordinating cardstock going with all this paper. So it's 6x6, 12 sheets of 6x6 paper. And if you want to see it in greater detail, I have done it in a different video, but it's super cute paper, really adorable snowflakes, pretty iridescent gems, and everything coordinates. It just makes it really nice to be able to make cardstock without having to buy 10 packs of cardstock. All right, let's get started. So we need our paper trimmer, and we need a piece of cardstock that is 4 1/4 by 11. Now we're going to, here, take a look at that little piece of paper. So 4 1/4 by 11, we're going to score at 3/8 of an inch, 1 7/8, 3 5/8, 5 1/8, and 5 1/2. So I'm going to do the first little score line on this side, 3/8 of an inch. And I tried to go right on the gray line. So 3/8 of an inch. Now I'm turning it the other way around. 1 7/8. And then you're going to use this gray blade. That's the scoring blade. So 1 7/8, 3 5/8. Oh, and I'm using just jade here. 5 1/8. And 5 1/2. Okay. Then, so that's the card. And we're just going to leave it like that for a minute. And now we're going to take our pattern paper and we want to cut one piece that's 2 inches by 4 inches. So this is a piece that's 4 inches by 12 inches. So that's one that's 2 inches by 4. We want two that's 1 1/2 by 4. Then we have 3 that are 1/4 inch by 4. Now I'm going to do that on this side. 1/4 inch. We need 3 of those. 1, 2, and 3. And then we need 4 pieces that are 1 1/4 inches by 4. Yeah. Okay, 1 1/4. Did I say we need 4 of those? 1 1/4. You want to make sure your paper's tight to the top. 1 1/4. And one more at 1 1/4. There, and then that's the only piece that we have left. I'm just going to move that out of the way so I don't get it mixed up. Okay, so now we need our bone folder. And if I look a little bit different today, I'm actually sitting down rather than standing. I had COVID or have COVID, I'm not sure. I think I still do. It's been almost a week. And my only symptom that I still have now is fatigue. I'm tired. But this video goes every week and I didn't not want to do it. So I'm sitting there. Oh, and look at that. I'm using the wrong end of my bone folder. So that goes out like this. There, and it goes like so. That's the mechanism. Okay? So now I'm just going to move my penguins out of the way. We have our pieces. We're going to do the inside and the outside. This is the 1 1/2 by 4. And then I'm going to do 2 pieces that are 1 1/4 by 4. Cute as that. And then sometimes I like to look to make sure I have the nicest pieces. I want to make sure that, see, I don't have a snowman. Well, there's the snowman, but he might get cut off. And I have the penguin 3 times there, so I'm going to put this penguin in the inside. And I'm going to put this one here, because then I have the bear and the snowman here. See? Is that cute or what? Yeah. Okay, and then your other thing that you're going to want to use, now these ones are going to be for the inside of the card. And I'm going to want to use my liquid adhesive. Okay, so we're going to do that. It gives us a little bit of wiggle room. So this is not a hard card to do. And I will walk you through it. And I have made a few of these. I think one was through stamping through my stash on a Wednesday. And another one was on my primetime group, the one with the windows. So that's why I'm making this one different. But I just didn't have the energy to come up with something different today. So I hope you guys understand that this might not be completely new to you, but it's going to look different. And sometimes it's nice to see the same style of card done a few different ways. And then you can pick your favorite one. So I'm just sliding this around to make sure it's centered. It might not be perfect, but oh well. Now this one's going to go in the middle. And there'll be a focal point on top of that, which I haven't really planned out yet, I have to say. So next month's Parcel in the Post is going to have the Flowering Field Suite. I haven't created a thing. Well, I did create one card with it, but I'm a little stressed out that I'm behind, but that's just the way it's going to be. I'm happy I'm alive, you know? That's what matters. I know of 2 people that died in the last month from COVID. From my hometown in Chatham, and 2 more are fighting for their lives. So, you know, it really does make you, I'm just putting this here, keep things in perspective as to what's important. And maybe you guys are thinking, well, Jackie, you still haven't learned because you are doing a video. And you're right. You're right. I could have just done a video and said, hey, I'm not doing it. But on the other hand, you know what? It feels so good to actually do something too. You get tired of being sick. You get tired of doing nothing. So I thought this will be my feeble attempt to regain the world of the living. There, so I'm just sliding that up so that it measures, that it's kind of even. There. Isn't that cute? So far, so good. Now we're going to do them in the inside too. We're going to do the inside panels. So the one that's slightly wider goes in the middle. And I actually got, yeah, the 1, 2, 3, 4 approach was from Connie Stewart. It was quite clever the way she did it. There. And now I'm going to look too to see which one I like on which side. And I kind of like the snowman on that side and him over here. So yeah, so take a look at your pattern paper and see which ones, like where you want to put them. They're not all the same. And then my goal is to get these cards mailed out. I'm hoping that Holland will take their old stamps. I found a bunch of old Christmas postage stamps in Gerard's drawers from 2012. I have no idea. I was kind of scared. I don't want them to go to waste. In Canada, I think postage stamps just, I don't think they get obsolete. So I'm hoping it works. If there's any Dutch people listening and you know otherwise, please warn me. There, and I could have changed these two so that some of them were purple, but I just love the look of this. It's just so stinking cute. Okay, so now we have, oh, did I miss a piece? Oh yeah, this piece is going to get cut in half because I'm going to put 1/2 on each side now here. And the reason it stayed at a 2" by 4" is because the pieces are going to be right side by side, so they have to match up, these two pieces. So there. And the one piece is going to go flat, and the other piece is going to get popped up because it needs to get, that's where that mechanism has to pop under. Okay, so this one goes flat. So, and this one gets popped up. Now, I think that was the right way. You know what? I think I did it wrong. I think it was supposed to, this one was flat and this one was supposed to be popped up. Although, you know what? Then I'm just going to ignore it completely and pop up. Yeah, I'm going to regroup and figure this out, okay? Yeah, so I screwed up. So what I'm going to do is cover my track. So I've got another piece that's 2" by 4", and I'm going to cut it in half. And only the very astute are going to see my mistake. So now we're going to find some dimensionals. Let's see here. Yep. And let me just check. This is like that. So this is the piece on the right-hand side. And I'm going to pop it up like so. I'm putting dimensionals just on one side. But it's because it's patterned paper and not cardstock, I do want it to be kind of sturdy. So I just need it to be about 1/4 inch that it has to go under. So there I go. And that's going to go right over top of that mistake. All the things are off. Look at this. I'm just going to line that right up. And hopefully it's going to be okay. Yeah, give it a press. Now this piece is going to go down flat. And then I have a white piece that's going to go on the inside. That's going to go right up against. See? There. And then this tucks under here. Well, it's supposed to anyway. There. There we go. Well, it's giving me a little bit of grief, but that is the way it goes. Yeah. So now, in the inside, we're going to tape this down, this little piece. It's kind of like a tiny little bookend, like so, because that gives that. Just going to hold that there for a minute. And that goes under there. Oh, look at that. It's looking very good. Okay, so now this is going to go in the inside, like so. And I just need to stamp something on that, but I'm not sure if I want to. This could be a card that I'm going to send away. I'm going to leave it blank because I might just want to write my note. It's not a big space, and I'm just going to leave it like that. Put this in the inside. Slide it so that it's perfect. There. So now I was thinking that we're going to take this funny little penguin and we're going to pop him up and see if it actually looks nice. I want to see what all the fuss is about. Here. Make him a little bit 3D. Yeah, I guess that's kind of cute. Now we've got our snowflake. And I need my silicone mat. I've learned the hard way. I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive on the back of my penguin. And then I'm going to press that on my... Do I want it to be straight? Do I want him to be off center? I kind of like it that he's a bit off center. There. And then, see, you can see that some of it leaked in behind. So I'm just going to let that stay there till it dries. And I want to put something, a circle or something in behind it to give it a little bit of a contrast. Okay, I found a circle and I used the Layering Circles dies, and this is the one that I used. It's, I think, we're going to say it's a medium one. You'll see what it looks like. So there's probably enough adhesive in here that I could leave it like that, but put a little bit more on. And again, I'm going to offset it. I don't know why. That's just how I'm feeling today. Move the silicone mat. And then look. Where does he want to go? I'm going to put him near the top, and I'm going to pop him up too. Needs a little dimension. And then I just want to put a saying on here. I'm going to keep the dimensionals kind of in the middle. Like so. And all the colors of cardstock that I've used on this card are in your parcels in the post. There. It's not perfectly centered, Jackie. Let's try again. And oh, I'm thinking, should I have put some ribbon in behind? No, I'm just going to leave it for now. And then I want to show you something. Leave that. And I have this stamp set here together. And I want to use the words "you matter to me" here. I'd also like to use "we'll get through this together." That might be a good one too. This is available to demonstrators right now, so you could get it if you've got a starter kit. Otherwise, all customers can get it in the beginning of March, and it's just really a wonderful set. And it comes with all the skin-colored blends, and I think there's 8 or 10 new blends. There's die cuts that say, "Here for you, you matter," and then it's got the hands and the heart. So let's have a look. We'll get through this together, and you matter to me. Okay. I'm going to stamp them both, and then we can see which one we like the most. Oh, I thought I had a piece of white, but it's not. It's an envelope. Not helpful, Jackie. Okay, I have a piece of white, and I'm looking for my Stamparatus because I have learned that it just saves me paper. When I don't use my Stamparatus, I always regret it because I run into problems and then I waste paper. So here we go. I'm going to put that right there. Well, maybe I can put it even further, like so. I want to turn it into a banner, you see, here. So I don't know if I'm trying to get too much out of my paper now. Probably I am. Okay, one at a time. There. And we're going to use Misty Moonlight. I would love to hear your comments in this video if you have had COVID. What were the worst things for you? What were the challenges? Yeah, it's interesting. What shocks me a little bit is that I can get on a plane now after my quarantine is over, I don't need another test, and I can just prove that I've had it already. So that's nice. Let's clean this off and do the other one. Yeah, it's I'm also really curious, and I know this will only affect some of my audience, but I'm wondering if it's different for menopausal women. I feel like my menopause symptoms have been way worse during COVID. And I'm wondering if that's just in my head. Am I crazy? I probably am, but it certainly does feel that way. And I'm wondering if that's a coincidence or if that's for everybody. There. So those are my thoughts on the matter. I was also happy to hear Gerard say on the news today that this has been the grayest January by far in Holland. So that was not my imagination. So that felt good to know because I was feeling like, oh my goodness, it's so gray. Have I not noticed this before? So, okay, let's have a look. See, I'm going to get my paper trimmer and trim this down. I want to keep it as narrow as possible. Now this way. And okay, so now we're going to cut it into a banner shape. I have my old scissors here. They're not my good Stampin' Up! Scissors, so I'm going to do this. That's pretty close. Although I want my good scissors, because these ones have a bent tip. I used them as a screwdriver once. Do not do that with your scissors. There. If you're watching this on YouTube, please remember to hit the red button on the bottom right corner to subscribe. And after you do that, you'll see a little bell icon pop up beside the subscribe. Click on that, and then you'll get notifications. Okay, so there's one. And here is the other. I don't know if these are going to be too bulky. I just saw these words, and I thought, oh, I want these for that card. Oops, went too far there. So cut down the middle. And then from the edges to the middle. There we go. All right, let's have a look-see. Oh yeah, I like that. We'll get through this together. You matter to me. Oh, I think I'm going to do You Matter to Me. Yeah. You know, I was talking to my daughter Rachel, and she's a university student, and they're still all online, and she said, Mom, the group chats are full of people saying, I can't do this anymore. I don't care. I want to die. Our students, like, there's a lot of happy mail matters, man. Any small way you can show somebody that you care. Sometimes it's a bunch of little things that happen that stress us out. So the last thing I want to do with this card is add some gems. Okay, I've got to find them. Now, my pokey tool has stubbornly refused to be found, so I have now resorted to using a toothpick, okay? It's handy to have something sharp to pick up these little gems with. And even then, for me, it's a struggle. And I know some of you are saying, get that pick-me-up tool. I know. Here, we're going to put one there. And they just add some fun sparkle. You know what, we'll put one right on there. And it's just fun. You know, life is too short to be boring. And we'll just put one over here too. And you get lots in your parcels in the post. And the idea is, you know what? Use it, people. When you have your good china in the cupboard, use it. Your pretty dresses, wear them. Don't hold on and save it for later, because then later someone else is going to go through your closet and your cupboards, and it's going to go to a thrift store or who knows what. Get the joy out of them. Isn't that great? All right, let's have a look and see what we did this past month. I'm just going to clean up a little bit here. So that's the bay window fold card. I think it's super cute. Now take a look. There's that one. Then there's this one is totally different when you cut openings in your bay window. And then here there is one with a circle and a bow. That's fun too. So those are the bay window cards. Then we have just this cute one with a snowbank. Isn't that fun? Oh, look, he's blinded by a dimensional. And look at the inside was just white. This one's just with a few strips of pattern paper. Cute, right? This is like a bookbinding card. That's cute. This is the one I did last week, and it is with the igloo with the brick and mortar embossing folder, and this is the wintry 3D. Isn't that cute? Yeah. And here's that same card, but then with our white velvet paper. That's really cute too. And then with our stencils, which I don't think are available anymore. And then I did a spinning tower card. And I have this one in a smaller size as well in blue and not in Christmas. Isn't that great? I know, I love these cards. I know I'm tooting my own horn for these cards. I want to show you the blue one yet. So here's the blue one, and just a little high for me. And then I used that wintry 3D embossing folder on this one. Isn't that great? And I like that one too. It's okay to feel the feels. And the snowflake looks really great when it's just cut halfway off. And this is the Dottie Hearts embossing folder. And those sayings are from a celebration set that you can get for free as well with a $120 purchase. And then the last little thing I want to show you is that jade ribbon, that jade and gold ribbon, frays beautifully, just like, looks like the end of a scarf. Isn't that great? There. See, and this is what it looks like if you use contrasting paper in the inside instead of all the same. So, all right, guys, thank you so much for joining me. I got through this video and I'm so proud of that. I haven't had the energy to do this in almost a week, so this is good. Thank you, God. And thank you. So here you go. Here you can see where you can find me. Ironically, I don't have my YouTube on there, but if you Google the Pampered Stamper, you'll find me everywhere. And I appreciate it. I thank you for your support, and I hope that you have a super day. Bye.